Alright, I did some sound tests, but I just want to get a quick feedback if this relation to voice and game is alright. Alright. So this is Jamestown plus the definitive version of Jamestown. The basic changes are that it has 2 more stages, and this Super Gauntlet includes those 2 stages. So it's 2 stages longer than the original Gauntlet from the original game, or the Legacy Gauntlet as I call it, which just includes those 5 main stages. The game is too loud? So regarding my prospects of beating this today, sadly I have not been able to 1cc it yet until this day. I almost got it yesterday, but well, basically the result today may range from a 1cc to a 4cc. It's really hard to predict, just because there's stages there where deaths may snowball pretty badly. Some bad RNG may happen as well, and of course the mistakes I can make, so who knows. My history with the game is, well, I think about a year and a half ago I picked up this, or 2, I picked up this game just because I picked up the game because it had, well, a notorious achievement that was cheated by pretty much everybody. Even people would go so far as to claim that they did it when they did not. And through that achievement community I was in, I ended up looking at the game myself. At first I did not like this game at all, until I was made aware of a ship that plays really well, which is this DLC, Treason Ship. In the original game it was DLC, in the definitive version it's just part of the game. And this ship is much better than any other ship, and pretty much the only viable one for Judgement as well. There's 5 difficulties, but only 3 difficulties you can actually clear the entire game, because the last stage is only available in 3 difficulties out of 5. White Putin. So I guess where do I start? Right, so what makes this so difficult is, unlike the first game, which had 2 extents in Gauntlet, this game only has 1 extent in Gauntlet, for reasons that I can absolutely not understand. Well, I haven't asked either. I can maybe guess why they did it, but the second extent was the second life extent was replaced with a credit extent, which is, well, it's not very helpful for me now, going for a 1cc. I assume they just added a credit instead, because, well, it would mean that you would have more lives to clear. Speaking of credits, using a continue in this game does not reset your score. All it does is that it reduces the amount of points you get at the end of the last stage as well. So less score bonus at the end, which is just adding a fraction to your score. So if I 1cc, I get 20% more score. If I use 1 credit, 1 continue, it's 10%, then 5, then 2. My overall score goal for Super Gauntlet is 20 million, or 21 if I'm ambitious, if I'm really ambitious. God. Right now I've just mostly been doing things out of muscle memory without even thinking. So I just somehow got back to realizing what I'm doing right now. Yeah, this is a milk basically. So yeah, the Vaughn system works in a way where it... Uh-oh. I need to focus a bit. I think I'm going for survival now instead. This is too precarious. I'm not good at milking this part yet. The Vaughn system is you use your Vaughn, and the more time you spend in Vaughn, the bigger the bonus is at the end for Vaughn running out. I wasn't really paying attention to chat. 20%. With 20%, I mean that 20% is like of the entire score is added. So it's multiplied by 1.2 your score effectively, but rounded down, which just makes a 1 point difference. But for some reason, I felt like mentioning that anyway. This stage is, well, stage 2 is a very restart inducing stage. You see me continuously bang. Like, it's not intentional that that my Vons are ending. I'm just not able to maintain them long enough sometimes. The score that you get from a Vaunt depends on how long you were in, but it's not a linear formula. So there are some stages you can fully Vaunt. Right now I can only fully Vaunt 2 stages, but I think I'm on to routing the game where I should be able to fully Vaunt 2 more at some point. Like, not yet, I can't do that yet, but that's my goal! Okay. Yeah, I was getting ambitious and trying to get a bunch of items that I couldn't get. This part is difficult for me. I think this part is more difficult in Jamestown Plus than the original game. A problem that the Jamestown Plus has is that I think unintentionally a lot of shot cooldowns last a frame longer than they do in the original game. I'm not gonna get into why this is, but I think it's not intentional. So effectively with this ship, which is supposed to shoot every 6th frame, I am now the 6th weaker because it shoots every 7th frame or something like that. Also, a lot of enemies, like those flying orange things and the big green plants, shoot revenge bullets, which sometimes, when things don't go too well, just add in complications. But yeah, this is one of these sections that I like to refer to as, well, easy to flail but hard to route. It's just sometimes difficult to do something consistently over and over, just because enemy management with this ship isn't always easy. As the trajectory or the targets of the missiles isn't always entirely predictable to me. Like, I know the basics of it and can make use of those, but sometimes I don't know which enemy it will choose. And this is the second reason why this stage is so hard, is this boss. This boss is completely random. Oh, and by the way, I just saw Super Gauntlet lasts 35 minutes, so I may not get a second run if I do a first all the way to the end. So this boss, basically, you're not even dodging. You're just doing Vaunt management and hopefully not dying in the process. This boss also has a bug, which I was fearing I may have caused, but no, it didn't happen. Thing is, if you the Vaunt items drop at 500 damage, like when you deal 500 damage to the boss on the first and third phase, it will drop items for your bond. But if you if you deal more than 500 and 1000, that is. But if you deal exactly 500 or exactly 1000, then the boss will not drop them, due to another very, very silly bug that Olifante fixed very quickly, which I'm helpful for, by the way. Yeah, I meant to credit him, but Olifante has been helping me a lot with this game. He decompiled the Lua scripts, so I can now just... If I have any questions about... Oh, fuck. If I have any questions regarding the game, I can just look it up myself now. Yeah, this boss is such hell. Yeah, I'm gonna restart. I'm planning on restarting until the restart timer is up. Like, I think... Like, I think I'm just gonna restart until it's up and continue otherwise. Like, I'm not gonna do... Like, I'm probably not gonna do what's the most... Like, decision making may be difficult to once you see this in this event. So, I'm just gonna hope for the best performance over... Oh! Enemies also have special conditions. If if you kill them under specific certain circumstances, which are enemy specific, oh god, they will drop more items and give you more points. And if you haven't noticed yet, those green rings, this is a Judgement specific thing, but those green rings, if you cannot cancel them with your wand. You can cancel every other bullet, or most of them, but not the green rings. Okay, I'm like not doing the scoring things anymore. I'm just trying to survive right now. Which I failed. But yeah. The stages that I can fully want are, in theory at least, are the... wow, that was close. The first stage and the last stage. So, but the last stage, doing a full wand, is insanely difficult, so you will not see me doing that for a long time. I keep forgetting that I can point blank this, and should, which is unfortunate. There's a lot of recent strat changes that I've made, which is not good for this occasion, of course. I'm not gonna kill that thing in the middle. I don't care about it right now. Oh, by the way, if you let your wand run out, you get the full value. If you cancel the wand manually, you get only half. But if you die with the wand, you get none of it. So, fully wanting a stage just adds a lot of pressure in that regard as well. I got scared by that RNG clutter. I don't know how much time I have right now, but I don't want to bore with more stage 1, to be honest. Bruh, just reset, okay. This opening, by the way, is obscenely difficult. Like, why did they do this? For a stage 1 opening. It's the hardest part of the stage. Okay. Guess I'm just not gonna cut through that this time. Some cut-throughs are difficult, of course, because of the randomness. There. Okay, well, I'm not gonna maintain this wand. That didn't happen with the missiles this time. Those NPCs that are shooting enemies, first of all, that only happens in stage 1, but if they kill enemies, you still get the points for that, which is very, very nice of them. And you get the items as well. So it's possible to actively make use of that by just taking care of other stuff in the meantime. Yeah, I'm not gonna do all the 5 cycles now. If I die here, it would just be very annoying now. This clutter, like I said before, is very RNG heavy, so sometimes I may not even be able to use a Vaunt in a cycle. There are some occasions where, during a boss, all I do to milk or get more score is to just activate a Vaunt, let it run out, and then get the next one. Just over and over. Sorry about that noise. So you saw me getting 2 million earlier, but only 1.5 this time. Perfect player, I wish. I need to wait before until this thing moves up before the missiles will actually be able to target it. So, and as you can see, extending the Vaunt on that enemy is kind of tough, strict to some extent. It's not that hard, but it can take just a little bit of practice. It's not usual for these two to appear, by the way. Sometimes it can just be one based on how you play. But I don't know what the exact requirements are, but just with what I'm doing, with killing as many enemies as I am, apparently I just always spawn both of them. If only one of them spawns, that one acts very differently as well. So I'm... oh shit, this is scary. Okay, never mind. I was getting greedy earlier and trying to get a Vaunt off of that one flying enemy on the right, but then I but I also forgot that that is actually not a consistent strat yet, so it was just a bad idea. Oh, jeez. Because I don't want to check the time and just quickly check the chat. Can someone say if the restart time is now over? Or whatever Rizardi said was the reset timer. Oh jeez. Yeah, I have to just cancel that. Oh. Cancelling gives you a little bit of invincibility. Letting the bond run out does not give you... Why did the game just lag that much? What is happening? Disqualified. In my nomis of the original game attempts to, stage 2 boss was pretty much where over 80% of my runs would just end. The boss is just that evil and malicious. It chooses randomly between... Recovery. It chooses randomly between 2 sets of attacks as well. Personally, I've become to like the blue one is just more nice. This one is good for scoring if you really went for it, but no, I don't wanna. The red one is just very restrictive. Ah, greedy. I should have waited just a bit more to get it. But yeah, 1 death isn't that bad. Much worse can happen. The green blobs don't actually give me anything. I only get the... Oh, you mean the water towers? No, the plants on the left and right, the top, are not... They're just annoying. They don't help me at all. So, stage 3. This stage is funny. So many routing changes have happened over the time. But basically there's just a lot of moments where if I don't have a wand, I'm screwed. And that's basically what it comes down to very often. I used to only do like wands that would last up to 7 seconds max. But now I actually have some moments where I can link my wands for a bit longer without the risk of dying. Oh, this is fucked. I saved it though. The original game had an issue where UFOs could UFOs that were like hunting you could still reappear, like still appear from below the screen. They would just come back, like chasing you the entire time, even when they're off screen. Gladly, it seems that this is just not an issue here anymore, but they replaced it with a different weird issue. Just the changes from the original to the Plus version of this game are very funny to me sometimes. Oh, I am supposed to have a full wand. Can you please give me a full wand? Oh no, I'm dead. Unless... Yeah, unless I'm just extremely lucky like now. Quick kill. Just like release missiles when that thing on the as soon as that thing in the top is visible right away, and you'll have much less issues. These towers, they have a special condition that I don't quite understand. Like, even with the code, I have not been able to fully understand it yet. There's probably just more factors involved. And now I'm not allowed to shoot anymore. Because those UFOs, those two on the left, there's much more of them. German dodges. There's a lot more UFOs in the original version, and while they don't appear before the boss, they're still actually there for some reason. And if you kill those two, the others will be activated and chase you during the boss fight. They will just appear from the top and like chase you. So just don't kill them. They're not worth much anyway. This boss is very short, by the way. It has more phases the more players you play with, so it can have up to 10 with 4 players. But yeah, without them, I'm just going for kills right now, by the way. I don't care about score anymore. At least not to a dangerous extent. Another change that I can just randomly mention is the fact that stage 2 is much shorter in this version. Apparently there was a lot of feedback and claims that the stage 2 in this game, in original, was just too long, so they made it shorter. But they replaced it with different, they just replaced it with different stuff that I had to get used to first from switching to this game. This is the first extra stage of Plus. It has some very, very difficult moments. So the first half I was able to route pretty well. It was another part I considered to be among the easy to flail but hard to route parts, except now I actually have a good route for it. For all but 2 seconds of it. And it's coming up. It's right now. This is the hard part. Those are aimed around, so just stand still. Kill this, that. Those choppers have 3 ways to fuck you over. I don't want to list them right now, but they're very, very malicious. Destroy these cannonballs. This part is so nerve-wracking. Just because of all the things that can happen. Am I gonna survive? Yes, but the linking that wand is a bit difficult. This gate I can extend a bit, and it's not that difficult. Like, I can extend my wand a bit here. There's 4 of those porcupine-looking things. I don't know what they're called yet. Like, I don't know their in-game enemy names. Oh, fuck, okay. Sometimes the timing of those gate thingies in the middle are a little... I actually don't know if they're random. Like, I straight up haven't... I straight up don't know. I've never checked. Those big bugs, if they die while they jump, they release an explosion that kills deals damage to everything around it. It's hard to make use of right now. I haven't nailed down the damage management there yet. So I'm just gonna survive for now. Or try to. Uh-oh. The kill condition, the special condition for those nests are a bit difficult. You need to deal damage to them by making a bug explode, one of the big bugs, and I think yeah, it seemed like I pulled that off, so I got the special condition on it. But yeah, it's one of those arbitrary, very annoying things to pull off. And just having a full one is enough here. There's a milk here that I can try. So yeah, let's risk my run doing the milk. That seems like a good idea. This is one of the few instances where bullet cancelling is actually very lucrative. Oh jeez, that was a bit early and close. No! Oh, I still got it. So what I usually try to do is have one of those medals chase me around for as long as possible to extend the Vaunt just by like maybe 1 or half a second, just for a little bit of extra score. This part is a bit weird. I don't quite understand why this is made that way, but just over time it just drops 4 gold gears, or 4 times it does that. That's what I mean. Just free 4 bonds for about 1200. Wait, no, 20,000 score. This next part is funny and abuses one of the weird parts of this game, which is a lot of times targeted attacks are actually aimed above or below you. It's a very weird thing that does, but basically by just hovering the enemy, it will aim away from you. Yeah, the one bullet facing the wrong way is very funny. It's just always aimed away. That's some Jamestown programming jank, probably. Secret mines. Ah, yeah. This has the boss that I used to be complaining about a lot, just because it was, well, it used to be impossible, or used to be just seemed to me as nothing but bullshit. But no, with this ship it's actually doable. Though, due to the way that apparently the damage somehow works on the boss, my strat on beating the train boss in this stage is actually different. But it still works, but it's just different, so it's a bit precarious as well towards the end. But so let's see what happens. I'm actually surprised that I got all the way here with 1 credit. I didn't expect that. Yeah, this part is just dangerous. If the missiles don't kill the correct enemies. Oh jeez. So yeah, you can see those blue needles being aimed above me. That's just how that part works for some reason. Also, this thing is supposed to be dead. Okay, now it is. Here I can stand still for a bit if I want to, because everything that's aimed is either aimed above or below. But I don't want to look there for too long, because I want to kill stuff. God. By the way, on this boss, if I die once too early, it's absolutely possible for death to just snowball, because I have no chance at dodging. Like on the last phase of this boss, the patterns are straight up not really dodgeable. There's a good cancel. One of the few instances where I get a good score of canceling just by killing an enemy, like an enemy cancel. Rare instance of that actually being good. Funny train boss. I can get a good Vaunt in this boss as well, just by destroying the things quickly. So you always destroy those orbs and then reveal one of those thingies, kill it, get bond, next phase, do that twice, and then 3 times in that next one. That's the easy part of this boss. Though in this phase I actually have to pay attention to something very vital. Also, this pattern right here, in the original game, not dodgeable. Don't try. In this one, very, very dodgeable. That was the funny thing. Apparently they got feedback that the boss was hard, so they made this phase easier, but not the last one, which is the actual difficult one. Aye! Bad death. So I want to make sure that the boss is to the left when this stage, phase starts. Otherwise, I have no chance. Oh shit! Didn't die. Died too late, or yeah. Destroying the 2 orbs will reveal the boss hitbox itself. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Okay. Die. Yeah. This is not good. I'm gonna... Unless I'm very... Nah. Yeah, that was going to happen. Alright. Fitting for this to be the first continue. What is the next stage? Ah, yeah. Next stage is the second extra stage, the desert. It's... yeah. This stage is a lot more about bond management, especially during the boss. Like, or rather the first half is very... like, you can get a good bond in the first half of this stage, but not in the second one. In the second one you're just... there's just a lot of stuff you shouldn't try to dodge. Yeah, I can extend this one. Extra condition for any crabs in this stage is just killing them while they're in midair. This will triple the amount of points you get and increase the amount of items they drop. Those sandworms, that red line they shoot, I don't know if you noticed, but that curve is random. Meanwhile, the green and blue bullets are not random. They shoot. So that sandworm just there is the only instance where I actually try to dodge them. Other instances I will try to vaunt them if I have to. But since that one is so far away, there's a good chance of dodging it regardless of what the RNG does to you. It's very rare for me to get a special kill on that crab, by the way, so that was interesting. That cannon is very dangerous, so destroy that. Bad RNG, so I had to cancel. And then I need to make sure I get another one, because here's another sandworm, and these are just... this is the most fucked up sandworm in the stage! I should have cancelled sooner. Oh, my voice. This one is easy if you just have a wand, just use it. By the way, this game does have like you can intentionally make things spawn outside of the screen so they don't spawn or get cancelled right away, which is pretty funny considering it's wide. But as you can see, it still has like horizontal scrolling. Yeah, this boss is messed up. In Judgement, at least. the furthest I've 1cc'd. Not 1cc'd, but gotten with 1 credit. Oh shit, this is not good. I'm supposed to already get my gold here. Oh jeez. Just die. Oh god. Just die. Just die. This is why you need to do wand management, is because of those grenades. They're random and don't try to dodge them. Use a wand right away so you can then cancel it. Because a wand cancel doesn't cancel green rings, but no, the wand initialization doesn't cancel green rings, but the wand cancel does. So that's why I prepare an active wand to cancel it. Meaningless points here. Oh shit! Oh god. Usually I have the gold items sooner, so I can do something different, but it didn't work out. Okay, now I actually don't remember how the boss acts beyond this, because I usually have it killed. Its movements are... none of its attacks, like the pattern choices are not random. It always does the same patterns in the same order. It's just that the grenades are... well, the way they're shot seems very random. Like it's never been consistent. Final stage. The Lost Temple of Croator. This is a very unique stage. It's the Labyrinth. This stage is easy if you just want to survive, but insanely hard if you want to go for score. There's 5 very different, very difficult wands links in this stage. So I've only been playing with my score rods recently, so hope it doesn't bite me too badly. I used to go on the left path, which is much safer for survival. But here is where you get items too. Okay, I had to just cancel that. That was not going well. Full refill. Those grounded gears are worth more than the ones you get from enemies. They refill your entire wand and give you more points as well. Like 10 times as much as a normal gear. But there's only 6 of them in the game and they're all in this stage. I'm just gonna cancel to kill that. Too dangerous. Why did they go for the left enemy? Sometimes I can maintain the wand there, but I had to cancel because the missile ball went the wrong way. I can get past this for a bit and then pick it up a bit later. The gear. Ooh, what happened? I don't even know what exactly killed me there. Maybe, oh yeah, probably a revenge bullet. So yeah, third credit, second continue. Unfortunate. For some reason those are aimed incorrectly. I don't know if that's I actually don't know yet if that's deliberate or if that's just another weird oversight. But it's very funny. So yeah, this boss is fairly easy, but that wasn't the last boss. This boss is completely memo heavy. The first, third and fifth phase are, well, the boss himself isn't vulnerable. You have to destroy the cubes that will then damage the boss. And throughout the entirety of the fight, the boss will regenerate his health. So you also have to be quick in some instances. This right here is the hardest phase. These are, I don't know if these bullets are random or if they're just unpredictable due to the movement of the enemy, but I always have to side dodge them. And this here is sometimes doing that, being on the top left there, can just get me killed no matter what I do. It's just another unpredictable thing if things go wrong. The block doesn't completely save me there, and this is where I start doing damage. This is just where the blocks align the best. Please die. Fuck. That happens very often. Or not too rarely, rather. This is completely undodgeable without a wand, like, Jesus. Oh no, wait. Those missiles hit nothing, that's really bad. Because this is another very tight damage rush. Okay, last phase. One dose. They unintentionally made this pattern harder, by the way, because if I don't... Okay, just like 1 second after where I defeated the boss, if the boss isn't dead there yet, I get walled. And that is just a change. That's just a change they made. I also don't think I got the 15 mil, so I didn't get either of the score goals. Either of the goals of the event. Unfortunate. How much time do we have? I can just show you the epilogue. I actually like the music in the epilogue a lot, so let's do it. The music in the epilogue used to be, like, was composed for a stage as well. And I'm just glad it's there. I like it a lot. So yeah. I guess I have 5 minutes left. I don't know what I should do in that time. Rizardi is next, right? Yes. The raid to his channel, that is. I feel like, despite the deaths, I was able to show off pretty much everything in the end, so... the fuck... So yeah, Rizardi, if you're ready early, that would be nice as well. Are you here? I legit cannot think of anything to do in these 5 minutes. Alright. Early raid then. Oh fuck, okay. Oh. Well then, have fun watching Rizardi and EC play Sisters Royale.